Namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Sophie French, and welcome to another session of Yoga Insights by Indica Yoga. So this evening, we're going to be joined by Carolyn Theresa Simon. She's going to be hosting this evening's session. And Carolyn is a Bangalore-based wellness consultant, food and travel writer, fitness model, and yoga educator. Her initial exposure to yoga started at the Shivananda ashrams, and then she went on to practice Ashtanga yoga with Param Guru Sharad Joyce. And she is currently pursuing a Master's of Science from S. Vyasa in Bangalore. And when she's not trying to decode this ever-changing world, you'll find her engrossed in a book. In today's session, Carolyn will take us through a very slow Hatha Yoga session to explore the intricacies of some simple asanas, everyday pranayama practices, and a relaxing meditation. She will also delve into the idea of Dinacharya and talk about the benefits of sticking to a morning routine. So let's welcome Carolyn. Would you like to join us, please? Namaste.
Namaste. Thanks for the introduction, Sophie, and namaste everyone who's joined.
So much. We're so happy to have you, and thank you so much for joining Indica Yoga. So I'm going to hand over the session to you now, and I'll see you towards the end. Thank you so much, and really looking forward to this session. Thank you so much.
Likewise. Thank you, Sophie. So let's get started. Like Sophie mentioned, we'll be doing a very simple session today, more focused on the breath. And this is sort of like an everyday session. You can do it any time of the day and try to keep it a regular practice. So we're exploring some very simple asanas, some breathing practices that you can do pretty much every single day. So let's get started. We'll just start with a simple centering practice. Sitting in a comfortable cross-leg position, keep the spine lengthened. Relax your shoulders back. Both palms in chin mudra, the tip of the thumb and the index finger touching, resting on the knees, and keep your eyes closed. And here we'll practice a few rounds of conscious breathing. Just trying to keep your awareness on every inhale and every exhale. Staying completely focused on your breath. Try to notice the pace of your breath. With every exhale, relaxing into the body. Mentally preparing yourself for today's practice. And start to bring your palms together at the chest. We begin with one Om chant. We'll be chanting Ah, Hu and Ma. Inhaling deeply. Gently rub your palms, generating feet. Bring your palms to the eyes, relax the eyes. Very slowly open your eyes, looking at your palms. Namaste everyone. So we'll get started. Now this is a practice that ideally should be done early in the morning. If you're able to get your practice done in the morning, it's a lot easier as you'll also be on empty stomach conditions, which is the most conducive for the practice. So we'll start with some simple Sukshma Vyayama practices just to open up the body a little more. Keeping the spine lengthened, we start with neck rotations. Inhaling, look up. Move your right ear to the right shoulder. Exhale down, chin to the chest and left. Let's do 4 more rounds. Inhaling, look up. Right. Exhale down. Left. Trying to keep your awareness on any sensations as you move. Inhaling. Right. Exhale down. Left. 2 more. Inhale up. Right. Exhale down. Left. And last one. Inhale up. Right. Exhale down. And good. Come back to center. Now we'll move in the opposite direction. Inhaling up. Left. Exhale down. Right. Inhale up. Left. Exhale down. Right. Last one. Inhale up. Left. Exhale down. And right. Good. Come back to center. Now extending the arms forward. Inhaling, try to open the chest. Move the chest forward and look up. Exhale and round. Noticing your breathing. Try to breathe a little deeper into the abdomen. Inhaling and exhaling. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Coming back to center. Keep your feet together. Getting ready for Baddha Konasana. Trying to hold your toes, keeping your heels close to the pelvic region. Inhale, and as you exhale, slowly start to move your knees down. We'll do 5 counts. 5, 4. This is a beautiful practice that will really prepare you for the Pranayama practice. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Release your legs forward and get ready for ankle rotations. Inhaling, move your feet forward, the toes forward. Exhaling, toes back. Inhale and exhale. 3 more counts. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and last one. Inhale and exhale. Opposite direction. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale, exhale. 2, inhale, exhale, and last one. Inhale, exhale. Now slowly release. Now we'll move to Vajrayasana, Bithilasana. Again, works on the back. So essentially what we are doing in today's session is we are spending about 5 to 10 minutes the warm-up just to open up the body, different Sukshma Vyayama practices. Then we'll explore a few rounds of Surya Namaskara, and then we'll try to do one spinal movement. So of every forward bending, back bending, lateral movements, the twist, as well as inversion, we'll do one of each. And this is something you can incorporate in your regular practice as well. If you're not able to do an intense practice like a complete Ashtanga practice or even the whole Shivananda sequence, then what you can do is just pick up one asana each and explore it. Try to spend a little more time in that asana. And also try to work with the classical asanas first. Once you get comfortable, slowly you can build onto that and try different asanas. So we'll now move to Katka, Vajrayasana, keeping your palms shoulder width apart, knees hip width apart, and relax your toes back. Try to keep the arms straight. Inhale and look up. Arch your back. Exhale and round your back, chin to the chest. Again, working with your breath. Inhale and look up, arch. Exhale and round. 3 more. Inhale, look up, arch. Exhale and round. 2. Inhaling. Exhale. And last one. Inhale, look up, arch your back. Exhaling, round your back, chin to the chest. Slowly come back to center, neutral spine. Tuck your toes, gently move your knees off, coming up to Ardha Matsyendrasana. Try to press into the fingertips and slowly move your heels up and down. Now very gently start to walk your palms back towards your feet. You can try and keep your legs straight. And slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, with complete awareness, slowly come up to standing and relax. Now we'll do 2 more standing warm-ups and then move to the Surya Namaskara sequence. So keeping your feet hip width apart, toes in, the outer edges of the feet parallel. Place your right palm on the thigh and inhale, extend your left arm up. Try to lengthen the left side of the body. Inhaling deeply, Ardha Chakrasana. Exhale and move to the right side. Keep breathing here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhaling, come back. Exhale, release the left and switch. Placing your left palm on the thigh. Inhale, extend your right arm up, trying to extend the right side of your body, and exhale, move towards the left side. Staying here again for 5 counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhaling, come back, and exhale, release. Now we'll move to the Surya Namaskara practice. Some of you may already know the practice. We'll just be doing 1 round, and today we'll be practicing the Shivananda style of Surya Namaskara. I'll give you all the alignments if you're not familiar. Just take it slow, and you can also use this video to practice again if you're still not familiar with the whole sequence. So starting at the top of the mat, keep your feet together. Try to engage the whole body here. Check that your toes are together. The big toes are touching. Work on engaging. The kneecaps pulled up, the quads engaged, the glutes engaged. Abdomen in, shoulders rolled up and back, chest moving forward and arms by the side of the body. Staying here in Tadasana. Again, mentally preparing yourself for the Surya Namaskara practice. Gently bring your palms to the chest, Namaskarasana. Inhale, extend your arms up and arch back. If you have any back pain, feel free to keep your feet slightly apart. Keep moving your hips forward and extend the arms back. Breathe here, inhale, exhale. Keep the length in your spine as you bend forward and see if you can place your fingertips, or those who are comfortable, try to place your palms down completely and forehead moving close to the shin. Try to maintain this contact between your abdomen and the thigh as you bend forward. Inhale and now move your right leg back. Place your right knee down, relax your toes and move your hips down. In Ashwa Sanchalanasana, try to keep your left knee and ankle in one line. If you can, place your palms down, look forward. Hold, tuck the back toe, knee off and move the other leg back to a plank position. Again, check that your wrists and shoulders are in line, hips and shoulders in line. Exhaling, knees chest, and try to see if you can place your forehead or the chin down on the mat. Ashtanga Namaskarasana. Inhaling, slide forward. See if you can keep your heels together, shoulders roll back and look up. Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck your toes and move your hips up. To Parvatasana, slowly work on moving your heels down, closer to the mat. Inhaling, move your right foot forward. Try to see if you can bring your right foot in between the palms. If you're still here, slowly hold your foot and see if you can move it forward. Moving your hips down, relaxing the back toes, looking forward. Exhale, the other foot forward as you bend forward completely. Inhaling, extend the arms up and arch back. Exhaling, bring your palms to the chest. Release your arms to the sides. Now we'll do the same sequence on the left side. So starting again in Pranayama or Namaskarasana, palms to the chest. Inhale, extend the arms up and arch back. Move your hips forward, chest forward, look up. Exhaling, bend forward. Inhale, move your left leg back. Hold the other leg back to plank or Dhanurasana. Exhale, knees, chest and chin or forehead down. Ashtanga Namaskarasana. Inhaling, slide forward to Bhujangasana. Exhale, hips up to Parvatasana. Inhale, bring your left foot forward. Ashwa Sanchalanasana. Exhale, the other foot forward. Bend forward completely. Inhale, extend your arms up, arch back. Exhaling, bring your palms to the chest. Now relax for a few breaths. We did one round of Surya Namaskara. If you have more time in the day, you can try and do more rounds. Maybe you can try and do 5. Sometimes if you have a little more time, you can also do 10 rounds of Surya Namaskara. It works on every single part of the body. All the smaller muscles in the body. Really works on opening up the body. Relaxing here. In Shitala Tadasana, release the arms, focusing on your breath. Very gently open your eyes. Now we'll move to the first standing asana. We'll be practicing Trikonasana. Keeping your feet almost in a medium stance. Turn your right foot to the right side, the left foot slightly in. Check that both your heels are in line, the hips facing forward. Today we'll just practice an easier version. So the left palm is on the hip, right palm on the right thigh, and slowly move your right palm down towards the ankle. Focus on keeping the chest open and look up. Now this is where we work on the lateral bend of the spine. Keep breathing here. If you can, try to go a little deeper. Keep extending your arm down. Staying here, try to engage the legs. 5 counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhaling, come back up. And now move to the other side. Today we're not looking at drishti, but if you're doing a traditional Ashtanga practice, typically you would extend the arm up and look up at the palm. So today we are exploring a slower practice just to understand the alignment better. So turning your left foot out to the left, right foot slightly in. Check that the hips are facing forward. See if you can keep both the heels in line. Place the left palm on the thigh, right palm on the hip, and keep moving your left palm down towards the ankle. And breathe. If you're comfortable, then you can try and look. Staying here for 5 counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhaling, slowly come back up. Turn your toes, both palms to the hips, and slowly bring your feet together. So we worked on a lateral bend of the spine. Now we'll move to a back bend. So in order to do the back bend, just bend forward in Padahastasana and slowly move your legs back to plank, a Dandasana, and lower down, lying down on the abdomen. Rest your palm one on top of the other. Rest your cheek on the palm in Makarasana. And just take this time to focus on your breathing. Notice the movement of your abdomen and chest against the mat. Just taking a few deep breaths here to prepare. And slowly rest your forehead down. Today we'll be exploring Dhanurasana or bow pose. So placing your forehead down, bend both legs at the knee and see if you can hold your ankles. Now some of you may not be able to hold both ankles, then you can just practice with one foot, holding one foot and extending the other arm up, lifting up in Ardha Dhanurasana. Those who are comfortable, see if you can bend both your legs, hold the ankles, rest the forehead down. Now try to keep your toes flexed first. Inhale and lift your knees and thighs off. Now once you're comfortable, try to lift your chest up as well, head up, point the toes and lift up high. Breathe here, breathing deep into the chest. Staying here for 5 counts. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Very slowly, moving your knees, thighs, chest and forehead down. Release your legs. Place the palms by the side of the chest and slowly move your hips to the heels in Shashankasana or child's pose. Keeping your knees apart. Try to see if you can sit on the heels. If you're not comfortable, you can also use blocks and extend the arms forward. Again, see if you can bring your chest and forehead down, closer to the mat. If you're unable to bring the forehead down, make a fist with the palms and rest your forehead on the bone. Again, keeping your awareness on the breath. Try to notice the movement of your abdomen against the thighs. Very gently come up and sit up. Sit to one side and release your legs forward. Now, after the back bend, we'll explore a forward bend. Today we'll be doing Janu Sirsasana. So bending the right leg first, keep the left leg extended. See if you can keep the right heel close to the root of the left thigh, knee pointing out to the side, the left leg straight and keep the toes pointed towards you. Now another variation I can give you for this asana, actually for all forward bends, if you're not comfortable, is to use straps just to support yourself as you bend forward. Okay. So this is how you can add on to your practice, to your everyday practice. If you have a little more time, see if you can add a few more back bends, a few more forward bends, a few more lateral bends and twists so that you have a more holistic practice. And towards the end of it, definitely spend some time doing breathing practices as well as spend some time in Shavasana, relaxing the whole body. So we'll move to our forward bend. The same concept with every forward bend, you're trying to keep the toes pointed towards you and first work on lengthening. So we first work on bringing the abdomen closer to the thighs, and once that gets easier, you can slowly get deeper by straightening the legs. So turn your hips towards the left foot here. Inhale and extend the arms up, trying to find some length in the spine. Also lengthen the side body. Exhale and bend forward. Again, focusing first on bringing the abdomen closer to the thighs. If you're not able to keep your legs straight, you can keep it bent and focus on this first and then slowly bend forward. Reaching for your foot. If you're comfortable, straightening the leg and bringing your forehead closer to the shin. Staying here in Janu Sirsasana. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, extend the arm and slowly come back up. Exhaling, release. Slowly release the right leg and switch to the other side. Now, if you practice the Ashtanga primary series, you'll find a lot of different variations of the same asana. So, the same way as you get more time, you can slowly add on to your asana practice as you get comfortable with these asanas as well. So, bending the left leg, keeping your left heel close to the root of the thigh, knee pointing out to the side, right leg extended, toes towards you. Turn your hips to face the right foot and inhale, extend the arms up, lengthening and exhaling, bend forward. Again, focusing on moving your abdomen closer to the thighs. And once you get comfortable, see if you can straighten the leg and bend forward. Forehead close to the shin. Breathing here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, extend the arms forward, extending it up. Exhale and release. Release your legs. Just shake your legs to relax. I hope you're still with me and continuing to breathe consciously even through the asana practice. So now we'll move to a twist. Now we focused on the lateral movement. We did a back bend, we did a forward bend, and now we're going to explore a twist. We'll be doing Ardha Matsyendrasana, an easier version of Ardha Matsyendrasana. So first, keeping both your legs bent, try to keep your left heel outside the right hip, the right leg bent, trying to keep the right foot outside the left thigh. Now, creating some length, inhaling, lengthen the spine. Just hold the right leg with the left palm. Place the right palm behind you. We're doing a simplified twist. Inhale here, lengthen the spine, and exhale, open the shoulders and try to look over the right shoulder. Breathe. With every exhale, trying to get a little deeper. Twists are a great practice to realign the spine. Also helps a lot with digestion. Keep breathing into the twist. Staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhaling, come back. Extend the left arm. Exhale, release. And now we'll switch legs. Let's do the other side. Keeping the right heel outside the left hip. Bending the left leg. Place your left foot outside the right thigh. Hold the left knee. With the right, lengthen the spine first. Inhale, exhaling, twist. Open the chest and try to look over the left shoulder. This variation of Ardha Matsyendrasana. Breathe in here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhaling, looking forward. Exhale, release the arms and slowly release your legs. Shake your legs to relax. Again, if you have a little more time, you can explore different twist variations like Marichasana or Vakrasana, or trying to do the complete version of the same Ardha Matsyendrasana. Now we'll be moving to our final practice, which is going to be an inversion. Now some of you may not be comfortable doing inversion, so we're just going to do a practice that helps to relax the legs. We'll do a variation of Viparita Karni against the wall. Those of you who are comfortable, you can also slowly move to Sarvangasana, Sirsasana once you get comfortable. Today we'll just do a simple version of Viparita Karni. So trying to sit close to the wall, moving your body closer to the wall. You can also choose to keep a blanket under the lower back and gently lie down on your back. Keeping the legs lifted up, toes relaxed, and place your palms behind the head, just to relax the head. This is not really an inversion, but it gives you some of the benefits of just relaxing the lower body. Just relaxing here for 5 counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very slowly bend, turn to one side, and come back. Now we'll do Sarvangasana. Anyone with high blood pressure, menstruation, if you're not comfortable, if you have any abdominal pain, you can avoid this asana. The others, if you're comfortable, you can try and practice. Again, those who have practiced the supported version of Sarvangasana, you can go ahead and practice the same as well. But it's very good to add inversions to your practice, and if you have time, trying to spend a little more time in those inversions every day. Relaxing on the back. Just relax in Shavasana for a few breaths, mentally preparing for Sarvangasana or the shoulder stand. Now start to bring your feet closer. You can choose to bend your legs if required. Inhale, extend the legs up. Slowly move your hips up and support the lower back with the palms. Bend the legs and see if you can place your knees close to the forehead. Just to move your elbows in further and very slowly extend the legs up. Keeping the eyes closed or gaze at the toes and exhale. Slowly start to move your toes behind your head into Halasana. If you're comfortable, reach your toes down or just alternate between the legs. Trying to straighten the legs and breathe here. Very slowly bend and gently roll down. Releasing the middle back, the lower back, the hips, and release the legs. Now, if you have longer time, you can also spend a little more time in Sarvangasana as well as Halasana. Now we move to Matsyasana, or the fish pose. So place your palms under the buttocks, under the hips, moving your elbows in so that you're moving the chest forward. Inhaling, lift the chest up, head up, gaze at the toes, trying to move the chest further up and relax, trying to bring the crown of your head down on the mat. Breathing deeply into the chest. Three more counts here. 3, 2, and 1. Use your elbows, inhaling, come back up, gaze at the toes, exhale, release the chest, release the arms, and release the head. Now we'll end in Pavanamuktasana. Bend your legs, try to hug your knees closer to the chest. Inhaling deeply and bring your forehead towards the mouth. Staying here for 5 counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the head, slowly rock forward and come up. to a seated position, sitting in a comfortable cross-legged position with the spine lengthened. So we're done with our simple asana practice. Like I said, it's a very simple practice, exploring one asana each. If you have more time, you can add on to this and try to maintain a regular practice. You can also do different asanas. So one day you do one inversion, the next day you do the other inversion. Of course, if you have more time, you can try and do the whole sequence, because that will give you the benefits of all the postures in the sequence. Great. Now that we've completed the asana practice, now we'll move to the breathing practice. We'll not be doing any retention, so it wouldn't traditionally be called a pranayama, but we'll just focus on this breathing practice. It's a simple practice of alternate nostril breathing, or anulom vilom. It's a brilliant practice. It's something that has given me so many benefits. And can be done at any time of the day, preferably on an empty stomach, but it's a practice that you can do at pretty much any time of the day. Okay. So here, as the name suggests, pranayama, we are working with the prana, or the life force in the body. Keep the spine lengthened, and today I'll be doing the traditional Shivananda version of this practice. In terms of mudras, the practice remains the same, but in terms of mudras, different schools do it slightly differently. But just check that throughout the practice your spine is lengthened. This will also help you check your posture in your regular, especially when you're working. Sometimes you tend to slouch. So just be aware of your posture, because it makes a big difference on how you sit. It makes an impact on how you breathe, which will essentially also impact how you feel. So just always throughout the day, keep a check and be aware on your posture. Place the left palm in chin mudra, the tip of the thumb and the index finger touching, resting on the knee, and the right palm in nasika mudra. So the index and the middle finger is bent and the other fingers are out. Place the right thumb on the right nostril. You can just watch a quick demonstration of the practice. So I'll just show you one round. We'll first start by exhaling through the left, then inhale through the left, close both the nostrils, exhale through the right, inhale through the right, close both the nostrils, and exhale through the left. It's also a great practice to balance out the whole body, the Ida and the Pingala, both sides of the body. Let's get started. Again, the check that I told you about. See if the spine is lengthened. Place the left palm in chin mudra, right palm in nasika mudra. Place the right thumb on the right nostril. Exhaling out completely through the left. Inhale through the left. Close both the nostrils. And exhale out through the right. Inhale through the right. Close. And exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close. And exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close. And exhale through the left. Inhaling deeply through the left. Close. And exhale out through the right. Inhale through the right. Close. And exhale through the left. One last round. Inhale deeply through the left. Close. And exhale out through the right. Inhale through the right. Close. And exhale out completely through the left. Slowly release your palms. Continuing to keep your awareness on the breath. Continuing to practice conscious breathing. Now we'll end by relaxing the different parts of the body. You can either choose to sit in a cross-leg position or lie down in Shavasana. If you're lying down in Shavasana, relax the arms and relax the legs. Now the pranayama practice is again something you can increase the duration of. So if you're more comfortable with this practice, you can try and do up to 20 minutes of anulom vilom. You'll really see the benefits just after the practice itself. So this is how you can add on and build your practice as you progress through the different asanas and as you get comfortable with sitting and practicing this pranayama as well. So we'll end with a quick relaxation, either lying down or seated. Again, just relaxing into the body. Starting to bring your awareness to the toes. As you relax the toes, relax the soles of your feet. Relaxing your ankles. Relax the shin, your calf muscles. Relaxing your knees, your thighs, the back of your thighs. Relaxing the pelvic region, the buttocks. Relax the abdomen, the lower back, the chest, the upper back. Relaxing the shoulders, the upper arms, the elbows, the forearms. Relax your wrists and relax the fingers. Awareness to the neck, relaxing the neck, the back of your neck. And start to relax all your face muscles, just completely letting go. Now noticing your breathing. Again, using your breath to move into a deeper and deeper state of relaxation. Awareness to the eyebrow center. Just noticing the thoughts that arise in your mind. Just observing. And start to bring your awareness back to the body. Very slowly, wiggle your toes, move your fingers, moving your head from side to side. If you're lying down in Shavasana, bring your feet together, arms on top of your head, and interlock the fingers. Stretch your arms, stretching the legs as well. And exhale, release. If you're lying down, turn towards the right side and slowly come up and sit up. Spending a few moments in Kaya Sthairya, just noticing the breathing. Continuing to practice conscious breathing. Now palms to the chest. We'll end again with Auma chanting. Inhaling deeply. Rub your palms, generate heat. Bring your palms to the eyes, relax the eyes. And gently open your eyes, looking at the palms, with a smile on your face. Thank you everyone for practicing with me. And before we end, just a little bit about the Dinacharya practice. So something that I've personally benefited from. These are the simple things that you can do, sleeping at the same time, waking up at the same time, also having routine that just helps you let go and relax at night. And another thing I would highly recommend is also eating your meals, not eating in between meals. As per Ayurveda, we generally don't eat in between meals. Practicing intermittent fasting also has a lot of benefits. And also trying to maintain this sadhana, a practice that you do every day. So I've taken you through a very simple everyday practice that you can do. As you progress, you can also explore other styles, especially with the Ashtanga. It's quite intense, and there's a set sequence that takes you through all these different asanas. What we did today is a very simple practice that you can try and incorporate, and once you're familiar with the practice, once you're comfortable with the practice, you can keep adding on to it and building on the same practice. Thank you all for practicing with me. Over to you, Sophie. If we have any questions, I'd be happy to take them.
Hi, that was, first of all, that was such a great session. Thank you so much, Carolyn. And, as you know, I'm in Mysore and I've been part of the Shivananda system and the Ashtanga system, and I have a BKS Iyengar background. So it's always nice to meet people and watch people sort of bring all of the practices together and unite them, which I think you did very beautifully today.
Thank
And
you.
it also goes to show that even though there's so many different modern schools of yoga, the mother of all yoga, the classical Hatha yoga, it's just so beautifully spread through all these schools. Because essentially, whether we're doing, like you kept saying, in the Ashtanga practice, you can borrow something from there, or whether it's the Iyengar practice, like all of these schools. I mean, at the end of the day, you could still be doing like a kapot asana or a headstand, but there are so many various ways to get into the pose. Like the Shivananda system, for example, starts with the headstand, whereas
True.
the other schools end with inversions.
True.
So it was really lovely to watch, and I'm sure a lot of our participants enjoyed this session. One question we already had was how someone can see this practice again. So for everyone who's watching, we record these sessions. They will be available on our YouTube channel and our website, indicayoga.com. So you can always come back to this beautiful practice. And as per Carolyn's advice, do it in the morning. I agree with her. It's the best time to do your spiritual practices. So I think we have two more questions. Let's take them. Mani Ji is asking you to please share some more on Dinacharya.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's just looking at everything that we do on a regular basis and trying to keep it in a routine. And the best would be to sync it with nature. Everything that we do, I think nature is our best teacher. So, in terms of the time that we wake up, time that we go to sleep, and most of the things that I do also in terms of when I eat, is according to the sun. So they say that it's the best time to eat would be when the sun is at the brightest. And that's the perfect time to eat because your Agni is also the strongest at that time. So just trying to maintain a routine with everything that you do, and also trying to find that connection with nature. Again, it differs from person to person, but once we're able to connect with nature, I think we'll also figure something out that works for us, and you don't have to do all at once. It was very challenging for me because my lifestyle was very different before I started the practice, and to change everything at once is definitely going to be difficult. So try and do one thing, maybe try to get your sleep pattern right, and once you're comfortable with that, then maybe change your how the time that you eat, how much you eat, how often you eat, all of that you can look at slowly. And also some practices that you do, you can also incorporate certain Ayurvedic practice lists like Nasya, Abhyangam. All of it is going to really help you as you incorporate this whole routine into your lifestyle.
That's great advice. So, Maniji, I hope that answers your question. Thank you, Carolyn. Then we have Deepak ji who's asking what asana is good before and after Surya Namaskar every day.
Okay. So before Surya Namaskar, just to loosen up the body, I would recommend the Sukshma Vyayama practices. So essentially, we're just working on every joint in the body. You can do start from your head and slowly move down to your toes and just do very simple movements that will prepare you. Sometimes you might not require any warm up as such. Many of the practices we just directly start with Surya Namaskar. So if you feel that that's comfortable, then you can directly start with the Surya Namaskar, because that practice itself helps to open up the body in many different ways. And then move on to all the other asanas that we did. So all the other asanas that we practice can come after the Surya Namaskara practice.
Great. Thank you so much. So the next one is more of an observation. Devi ji is saying that she's been following you on Cult and you're awesome and your teachings are very clear. So thank you so much for joining this session and for participating, Devi ji. And then the next question is, can you get a recording of this meeting? Yes, as I said, this session, not meeting, sorry, it's recorded and it will be available on the Indica Yoga YouTube channel as well as indicayoga.com. So you can access it at any time. I think that's it for the questions so far. If anyone else has any questions, please let us know. But yeah, so Carolyn, anyone who's watching this, if they'd like to get in touch with you, could you share an email address or a website where we can reach you or our participants?
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram, and my email ID, I'm just going to put that in here.
And Instagram is at Yoga Caro.
Yes.
Koti ji, can everyone see the chat messages?
Yeah, I've just put down my email ID here as well.
Okay, Koti ji, are you there?
Yeah, Sophia ji, I will send to all.
Yeah, please. The email address and at Yoga Caro, these two, that's her Instagram handle. If it can be sent to all our participants, that would be fantastic. Okay, we have one more question from Mani ji. He's saying to please share your experience around Nadi, Shodhana, Pranayam.
Sure. So essentially, it's the same practice that we did, but sometimes we also do this practice with retentions. So when there is a retention, so in the Shivananda ashram, when we practice more of advanced pranayamas, sometimes we do a kumbhaka where we hold the breath for some time. But again, I would recommend that you find a teacher that can teach you the practice, because what we did was a very basics. If you find a teacher, especially for these pranayama practices, you need someone to guide you through the practice. So I wouldn't be able to tell you too much, but what we did today was a very simple version of Nadi Shodhana or Nadi Shuddhi, where we worked on just inhalation and exhalation with no counts. But if you go to a teacher, sometimes they'll help you with a retention or add in the counts to the inhalation and exhalation. Again, I've left it free today, but otherwise we generally do twice the counts for the exhale. So if we're doing a 4-count inhale, it would typically be an 8-count exhale. Again, that's the generic practice.
And the retention would be 16. It's double of the exhale. Yeah, this is for my own. I remember how much we used to do this at the ashram. Yeah, this has been such a great session. We don't have any more questions. So before we say goodbye, we just have a few announcements. So following this lovely session with Carolyn this Friday, next Friday, we have another great session coming up. It's going to be, okay. Yes, next week's session is a music experience based on the Yoga Sutras. We already heard part 1 of this 2 weeks ago. And next Friday is the next part. So Seeds of Yoga to be hosted by Subha and Renuka, who are the founders of Being Sattva in Bali. So please join us for that, because it's a very beautiful visual and audio experience of the Yoga Sutras. And also in terms of our courses, we have our first Yoga Foundation course that's coming up. These dates it was supposed to be in August earlier, but now you have more time to register because the dates have shifted to September from the 5th to the 14th at the Ritambara retreat in Bangalore. So information for both of these events can be found on our website, indicayoga.com. Thank you so much for the posters, Kotiji. Great. So before we leave, any last message you'd like to leave our participants with, or any words of advice?
Just thank you everyone for joining, and just keep practicing. That's all I have to say. Just find a practice that works for you and keep practicing. You'll automatically start to see the benefits of the practice.
That's beautiful advice. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Sophie.
We have one more question. We have just a thank you so much. Thank you, Maniji, for watching. And yes, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Carolyn, for being part of Indica Yoga's Yoga Insights. And I'll see all of you next Friday. Thank you so much. Namaste.